Hi guys, my name is Upasana and today I want to say something to you. So before starting this video, I would like to appreciate you because I know that every day you are trying really hard to get better in English. Every day you put a lot of efforts to get better from yesterday. And you know guys, when we are learning English, we face several problems. There are so many problems that comes in our way. Many of you must not be having a partner to speak with. Some of you must be having a lack of time. You don't have time to practice your English. Or some of you must not be getting the right platform to speak your English on. I know because I have also gone through all these problems. And I want to appreciate you because still, even after facing all these problems, you are consistent, you are right there practicing every day. Every day you are practicing. So that's the big thing I will say. And I really appreciate it. In this video, guys, I'm gonna share with you that what are the problems that I have faced when I was learning English. What are the things that I have gone through? Being a small town girl, I belong to a very small place where no one speaks in English. Even when you are trying to think of learning English or when you are trying to learn a language, they are going to demotivate you. Especially if you are a girl, people demotivate you a lot. That why are you learning a language? You should learn household chores because you have to get married one day. Do you guys think how illogical the reason is? People used to say this to me that why are you learning a language? When you are able to communicate in Hindi, then what is the need? What is the actual need of learning English? I just ignored them and I continued to learn English. The first problem that I have faced when I was learning English, it was that I didn't have many resources to practice my English. When I was learning English, the only option to practice your English was to read a lot. And I was really fond of reading stories. So what I used to did, I used to read a lot. Like when I used to get promoted from 7th to 8th or from 8th to 9th, the only thing I was really interested in reading the stories. In reading the stories that are in my English books. So I used to sit in a somewhere with my English books and I used to read all the stories continuously. One story, then second one. It wasn't because it is going to be helpful for me, but I used to do this because I was really interested. I was very fond of reading the books. And this is something that has helped me a lot. So I remember once I used to finish my school books of my syllabus of English, I used to go to my neighbor. There was a boy whom I used to call brother. I used to go to him and I asked him for books or the novels in English. And I remember I read the novels hiding in my syllabus books for hours. And this is the thing I will say that has helped me to improve my English. That time I didn't have this thought that whether it is helpful for me or not, whether I'm going to get better in it or not. I was just doing it because I was enjoying the process that I'm reading a book, and there was a kind of suspense for me that what next is going to happen. Not deliberately I tried to learn English, but this is how reading helped me a lot. And from that time, still I have a habit of reading. Every day when you are reading a book, then definitely there are going to be some sentences that are going to be there in your mind always. Even you are not trying really hard to remember the sentences, but yes, if you are reading something on the daily basis, the same kind of sentences, then definitely sentences are going to be there in your mind. So this is how I started the journey of my English. The second problem I faced, there was no one to practice with. There was no one with whom I can speak in English, with whom I can talk in English. And I really wanted to talk in English that time, but there was no one. And I remember one day, my friends were having a conversation. I also went and I spoke a sentence in English. And in reply, they demotivated me a lot. They demotivated me a lot. They said so many bad things, that why are you learning, why are you showing off? Don't talk with us if you want to show off that you are very intelligent because you are speaking in English. Can you imagine? People used to think that if you are speaking in English, it means that you are showing off. You are showing off. Even my siblings, my family members, they used to say the same thing, that why are you speaking in English? When you are able to communicate in Hindi, then what is actual need? What is the actual need of speaking in English? When my friends demotivated or insulted me when I spoke to them in English, I really felt very insulted and I got demotivated, and from that time I stopped speaking in English. I stopped speaking in English. So this was a mistake that I did that time. But what could I have done, because there was no any option for me that time. Next thing, what helped me a lot, when I used to read a lot, there were so many thoughts going on in my mind, and I will say that sometimes I feel a lot. I'm a very sensitive kind of person. When I feel some bad about something or good about something, I think a lot about it. I didn't have any best friend that time. So what I used to do, I was my own best friend. I used to keep a journal. I used to have a diary. I remember it was of blue color. After coming from my school, I used to write everything. How my day went, how I felt today. I used to write everything in detail. Like, this person made me feel bad, this person made me feel good, this teacher said this. So these were the things I used to write everything. And this process continued for years now. I will say that even today I have a diary. Whenever I feel good or bad about something, I write it down. Any memorable day or any worst day, I like to write everything. So when you don't have a speaking partner and you are really willing to improve your English, then you always find some alternatives. So this was my alternative, that I started writing in English. And one thing I would like to tell you, when I was in 8th class, I used to make several mistakes in grammar. I remember I always write incorrect grammar. But I never cared about it. I continued to write it for years now. And I really didn't care about the grammar portion. The only thing writing has helped me in, it was my thought process. Because when you're writing something, you think a lot before writing. Even before doing sentence formation, I used to think like which subject, which word will come in the beginning, which will come in the last. And slowly and gradually, I was in the habit of doing two things, reading and writing. This is how it helped me a lot. So there was criticism, people used to demotivate me, but when you are really willing to do something, you end up doing it. Even after having so many problems, you end up doing it. One thing I have realized, that when you take a lot of pressure, when you have reasons to improve your English, then it becomes very challenging for you. A lot of people ask me that how many months it is going to take me to improve my English. Why are you thinking about months? So this is the very big mistake I will say that people do. So rather than thinking about the result, when we enjoy the process of something, so learning becomes very easy. So these are the challenges that I have faced in my life. And I know that even sometimes I also thought that why I am doing this, but that was something that I was passionate about, and I continued to do it. I have been doing it for years. I have been reading books, I have been writing things. Even that time I didn't have mobile phone with me. So when you have a mobile phone, it means you have world in your hand. That time it was very tough for me to practice with anyone. But right now, if you are learning a language, then it's very easy for you. Not easy I will say, but it will help you. Your phone is going to help you in improving your English. That time I didn't have my mobile phone. If I would have had my mobile phone that time, then it would have been very easy for me. I could have recorded my video on my mobile phone, or I would have watched some good TV series or movies. So these are the things. And even it doesn't matter whether you are from a village, whether you are from a small town, whether you have a mobile phone or not. All that matters is whether you are willing to work for it or not. If you continue to work for it, if you continue to put your efforts for achieving something, then definitely you will get it. If you have liked this video, then please let me know in comment box, and whatever the problems you are facing right now, please mention that as well. Happy learning. Bye bye.